Well, relationships, let's just say they can be difficult. But when children are involved, things can get very complicated and contentious. Married or not, as parents, we all have rights, but sometimes it may seem that the dads have a more difficult time being heard. Nancy Yuko, she's the owner of ReGain Law Firm, joining us this morning. She's here to give dads some good legal advice. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
All right, so let's start with unmarried couples first, okay? We're gonna get really difficult here for you. So you say that when the baby comes along, all right, just by being named on the birth certificate for the father is not good enough legally.
Oh, you don't know how many clients come to me and say, the mother of my child's doing this or doing that. And I say, well, did you establish your rights? And they say, well, I'm on the birth certificate. It's absolutely not the same thing.
Really?
Really.
Okay, so, well, if you're not married, what do dads need to do in order to gain those rights?
Well, the birth certificate is just a presumption, so they would need to take that birth certificate to the court and file a petition to establish their rights as the father.
Okay, they just need the birth certificate to do that?
Exactly.
Okay, so oftentimes men won't file. Why is that?
Very true. Sometimes they believe that child support may be overwhelming. They may be subjected to those additional obligations. But if you're actually exercising parenting time with the child, then your child support would be minimal to none, because child support is ordered in lieu of parenting time. So it's literally one or the other.
Okay, how do you prove that?
You would go to the court.
I mean, that you've been involved.
Yes. You could either keep receipts of things that you've brought for the baby, cribs, high chairs, car seats, and also show on a calendar, just write it out on the days that you exercise. But right now, the court's presumption is 50-50, so you don't even need to do that. You go with the birth certificate, say I'm the father, and as long as there's no abuse, neglect, or endangerment, there's the default of a 50-50.
So there's a difference, Nancy, and I want, please explain this as simply as possible. When you're trying to make decisions, okay, so being on the birth certificate is not enough to make decisions.
Exactly.
But yet you're legally bound to pay for the child.
Yes.
So what explain that to me.
Yes, I know it's quite a concept. But when I have clients that have a baby on the way, I absolutely advise them not to sign the birth certificate unless they are absolutely sure that they are the father, or else they become legally and financially responsible for that child, regardless of the fact of if a DNA comes out and says that they are not the father.
Wow. Wow. Okay, let's talk about fathers to be. Let's prepare them right now.
Yes.
What should they do? Let's say they know they're the father. What should they be doing now to make sure they do have legal rights?
They fathers do not have to wait until the birth of the child. They can go down and file a petition to establish for the baby to be.
Okay. What if they don't know if they're the father? What should they do?
Wait until a DNA test has been performed on the child once it's born, and once they know for sure, a 99.9% results, then they would go down and do the same process.
Okay. Wow. Really good information, Nancy. And if anybody has any questions, they can reach out to you, right? If they
Absolutely.
And no matter what stage they're in. I mean, and they could file at any time. Is that right?
Definitely. I'm always happy to help, even to just give the advice so that they make a knowledgeable decision moving forward.
Oh my gosh, good information. All right, dads. All right, here's some more information for you. A special offer. Just mention Sonoran Living at your consultation and you'll receive 15% off Nancy's hourly rate. ReGain Law Firm is located at 3100 West Ray Road, that's Suite 201 in Chandler. You can call her at 480-776-7368 or visit the website to learn more, regainlaw.com.